So we are continuing on our little tour of the new Prairie areas. There's the gateway open. Whoop! Not sure I meant to do that. Then we're off to Villages, which has become quite different. Now, actually, this Villages, I think, still retains the original stuff, I think. An unworking platform because there were two. Tina Maria is again in the lead. This is sort of like one of our areas that existed. So there were two quest areas. The second one is right here. And they alternated, which was active. The villagers. And this had, I believe, the same emotes that are here now, actually. With their new animations. I think all of these animations were new at this time now. Somebody finished the quest for us. I don't recall if any of these were present before this update. I don't recall now. It got to a point in the beta where you didn't have to sit after Eden to appears the fairy ring where it actually is. This might be when we came out up here for the dog after getting Oreo. Originally you had to sit after Eden to open the exit, but you didn't have to open the exit. You could just go back home. So I basically stopped sitting and losing all my emotes because it was optional. So I kind of stopped seeing a lot of the emote scenes because I never had to watch them again. So here's sitting for our quest so we can get our candle. Nice full capes of those who've been through a few of these. So yeah, that wasn't going to work. Because if they decided to add these quests to every level, which seemed to make sense that they would, it wouldn't just be just in Prairie, we would have no more room for design on the capes. Let's see what else is here. I don't remember. This area did obviously change a little bit by bit. Oh, I wish I'd done this on the one account. Basically, we're just star collecting because that's what Tina is doing, is star collecting. I'm sorry, star collecting, candle collecting. Because she was a committed candle farmer. Oh, Tara, come on, change the view. Change the camera. Too busy chatting. Here is another emote. No, we don't have the bell towers anymore. And I flew away from it. So I'm missing the whole animation. This is the applaud. And it was him putting the, it's the applaud we have now. So that animation is the same. It's the same. He's completing a tower and getting applause for his efforts. And then we immediately head to the wave emote, or the wave emote, which is also the same animation we have now. To me, that flying boat makes a little more sense when they had the boats that you used all through the game. But, yeah. Oops, a little bit of a camera issue there. And there's another notch in my constellation. Where is the doggo area? Like I said, she is a committed 100% candle farmer. And there's our 4 doors. Still requires 4. At some point, obviously, that could change to requiring 2. So it was just funny because, you know, you were used to all this stuff being in one place, and now it's broken up into different places. Yeah, I remember this room used to be the stance, and now has changed. The room changed before the emote changed, but now the emote is the same as it is now in this room, which is the yawn emote. The yawn emote used to be on that tower, that broken tower. And aha, right outside the door now you can look over and see where the doggo area moved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what it was. It was, you go into the doggo room here, no door anymore, and you came out of it up on that top archway. I think that's what happened at this point. We are slightly less than 8. There was a way to glitch it, but when we tried for a while, but it didn't work out. So, but I think when you came out from, when you got Oreo, I think you then came out from that top archway on the other structure. So now we are just going to head off back towards the exit. So Prairie expanded quite a bit, but lost some of its early charm as well. But the beautiful new areas, it was a trade-off. Didn't get anything. There we go. Every single time we came back here, at least every single time newbie me came back here. So we're going to hit that button again. All quests complete in this area. Come back tomorrow. And then all my emotes are found. With one exception, of course. That's the high candle emote, which I did not get. And you can see we still have blue emotes. We still have all the spaces for emotes you haven't collected yet. So there was still space for every single emote in the game. Obviously, they had to get rid of that because it's going to be a ginormous menu of emotes you can't get because obviously if you don't have seasons, the previous seasons now, there's emotes you'll never be able to get until the traveling spirits come back. So that wasn't going to work long term, but that's what the emote menu used to look like. You could see everything that told you that you were missing something, which was kind of useful as well. So there's actually one more space to visit. I almost forgot myself, and thankfully I didn't forget here. That is the other missing piece of Old Prairie. I did like those flights. I like those scenes, those views that you got of the areas. And this is familiar to all you guys. The bird's nest area. Oh, I loved this. Oh my god, I forgot. No, I mean, I know the animation is kind of the same now, but that scene when it was brand new was just, oh my god. For me anyway, it was the most adorable thing ever. And I have tears in my eyes because, oh my god, I just remember just going, oh my god, I can't believe that is so freaking cute. Still the wrong icon popping up afterwards because it's actually the hands on hip stance. But still, I just loved that when it was brand new there. Oh, I forgot it was there. Strategic bonk. Ha ha ha. Oh, this isn't even me. This isn't even me leading. Okay, so here's another quest, and I can't remember, what is this one called? I don't remember. Fallen Flock. Oh, flying quest. Oh, yes. We were wanting these so bad. Flying quests. Now this was old flight. This was old flight, and it was much easier here than it became on the new flight system. So this was actually really, really cool to do on this flight system. Once they changed the flight system to what we have now, this would have been so hard for me until I got the controller. So the controller changed everything. But this was a lot easier to do on the old flight system that we had at this time. Oh my goodness. And look, see, my cape is all full now, but you still see an animation like something's added to it. Now that, even after this changed and your cape no longer got decorated by completing these, that animation remained. So it was a little bit, wasn't going to work. Of course, then they scrapped this whole thing, the whole quest thing, which I wish they hadn't. I really do. It added something to do in the game, you know, something more than just walking around. Of course, they'd get repetitious, I suppose, after a while too. That's video games, you know. It's the people who play it that make the change, make the differences, not necessarily what's there is kind of set. So now we have our still pretty simplistic bird call. That has yet to I mean, at least you have a spirit here now. It's bird call rather than just the emote itself. And this is the only voice call that actually has a spirit that you see in the game, and still does. The whale call and the manta call and the cosmic or ghost manta call, none of those have a spirit that you see in the game. When you collect the call, you just collect the call. So still bird call is the only one you do. That was my favorite call back at that time. Not anymore. I don't like it at all. I don't like any but the basic call anymore. But here's our towers and everything. So things changed a little bit. I think I'm going to go over to the other one because it is completely lit. And that's one of the things I'm going to put in my aviary, or not my aviary, my other video is how you lit one of these towers, because you can't do it anymore. And it was not obvious how you did it. It was not even, I have no clue how somebody figured out that you can do it. Somebody just very chirpy, I guess, because I want to, go for the winged light over there. There isn't one. Again, I didn't, okay, no, it's not lit. Okay. Nope, yeah, it is. As we go over there, it lights up. So now it lights up as you approach it. And I'm not changing my camera angle. There we go, a little bit. So that whole tower lit up. Okay, I'm gonna in these old flight systems, there was actually a lot of flying straight up. We did a lot of that, actually, to fly anywhere. We flew straight up. And then there was a big hole that you flew straight down. She was a very good flyer. Again, we are very thoroughly collecting candles, candle wax. So now we're just going to head back to the exit. So now we're going to head off to the exit and back to the little hub. This did, I suppose, get a little tedious, always going back to this hub. It felt very episodic, so it didn't flow very well, which is why I'm glad they changed it to what they did. So now the bells ring, there are a lot of bells, and we get our temple. And our manta. So we still get our manta, even here. But we lost the bell towers in the villages area. This is kind of a cool flight. Up to the temple. But most of this is pretty much as it is now. I'm cutting some things out, and I'm going to cut a lot of the candle collecting out because this is all very familiar to people who play the game now. Like I said, I'm with a committed 100% candle wax collector here. So here's our same scene here. I think that light beacon is not there. We had beacons added to the game and they annoyed me. That one especially that's up ahead that you see on the screen, which I actually just noticed, but I think it's been on the screen the whole time, to show you the exit. And I guess people get lost and didn't know the way around. So we're going to go ahead and candle collect, but I'm going to go ahead and skip through that. Because all of this is still here. Yeah, all this is not changed. And of course, the cutscene also has not changed, but we're going to watch it anyway. Just for completion's sake. And also you can see that something new that was added to the game. These spirits gave you your flight power. So each cutscene gave you a wing buff kind of thing. And that is how you grew your cape power. And it was the same deal, and we'll see as this progresses. I think that was new with this update. I'll have to look at another video of my main account and see how many wings I had there, how many bars of flight I had there. And stinking message candles everywhere. Oh God, I hated those things. And then I've got a survey exclamation point there. And this is our old exit. And then the next view of the mountain. So that is it for Prairie. We will continue on with Forest next time. Thank you for watching.